used to love me like a sister. You used to hold me like a friend. We used to share a master bed. And we used to...
Grand Rising family, Grand Rising Conscious Talk this Tuesday Rising. We just come to you sharing whatever knowledge, wisdom that we have on this Tuesday Rising. I'm basically going to share what I've currently been up to. And, if Sis wants to chime in on what she currently been up to, I'm just going to flow from there. I do want to start off saying that on Saturdays, I will be doing some energy breath work and some targeted yoga chakra meditation live on TikTok. We're going to start there. And then from there, the creativity just going to continue to flow from there. But for this rising, I had some good meditation. It was good meditation. This meditation was more so deep into shadow work. So a lot of shadow work I've been taking into these past few risings, as well as doing some energy work as well. When I do the energy work, when I do shadow work, it also gives my candles that I create more of a foundational balance, foundational understanding as to why I create and put my energy into what I create. So I'm doing that, and I came up with this beautiful exercise for everyone to do as far as, shadow work and everything. But for now, I'm testing out my own theories. I know me and Sister was talking about the current transits that's going on right now. As far as my Saturn is squaring my Mars, so I'm in this mood where right now is me tapping into my personal power. Me having a deeper understanding of my journey and how to flow in my own essence. As far as this transit, I'm seeing that romanticism, I know a lot of people, and that's something else. I was talking to another friend of mine. She was talking about how a lot of people nowadays, they're looking for soulmates. I don't want to say a lot because I don't know everybody. So, I'm going to just say the few that are looking for soulmates. She was mentioning that people are out here looking for soulmates and everything. And that could be your journey to look for soulmates. But if it's not, then, you tap into your inner divine self and flow that way. And that's basically what I've been doing, just tapping into my own essence. And
what were you saying about romanticizing?
For me, I'm romanticizing, just having any type of romance in general right now for me that's not really on the priority for me right now. And I understood that. I know there was a version of me that was like, I desired a romantic partner, probably right now, but in the moment, as I, sat down and got clarity on some stuff for self, what I want to do for myself, it's going to really, require me to put that energy in self and just tap into my self-love and that's it. So, I'm open to, connecting and having friendships. As far as romance, that's not a priority for me right now. It's not a priority for me. It's more so internal for me right now. And I know that's something we always talk about anyway on Conscious Talk. So I've just been riding the wave with that in that sense. So that's basically it. I'm also in the middle of filming a series. So this is something that it just came to me actually last night after we got off the phone. I love to color. So I was looking through some of my coloring books. And I should go get it. I don't know. I'll link it below. It's it says witchcraft coloring book. It just got different types of coloring pages or, tarot card pages and stuff in there. So I colored some pages and, I decided, what if I make this a coloring book series where, I turn my coloring page into a digital art type of series, and then, any other person that's into digital art and as well as like coloring and doing any form of art can tag along. It's just one of those different things that I thought would be fun to do, to get involved with, the community. We tap in, share our different coloring page segments. So I got 3 coloring page segments right now that I'm working on. So if you see me doing this back and forth, I'm actually on my platforms right now, doing the prompts, doing the movements and everything. Later on, I'll be making some Osuno music using that. This is where that soundboard comes in, sis, because I do want to get me a soundboard and actually and I used to play the clarinet, so that's another thing. I want to go get my clarinet. It's somewhere in Georgia. I'm from Georgia. Somewhere collecting dust, and I wanted to get my clarinet and just start playing some tunes, making my own beats. Suno is good, but there's some stuff that AI can't necessarily create all the tracks clear, sharp, and crisp like I wanted to. So you just gotta really get out there and get the tools to help you make it even sharper. So some platforms are good to just provide that. I would say just say like a little study sheet, use like a little diaphragm or something like that, go from there and then just enhance from there. But yeah, I'm excited for this. I can't wait for y'all to see it because it's got so much colors in it. But that's just the update with me, with old the goddess Southern. Okay, here if Sis Star got anything she want to share with us today.
It's the same thing all the time.
I get it.
It's the same thing all the time. Yeah. I mean, it's me crocheting. That's all I do. Crochet and read. The magic in me comes out when it's supposed to. So, am I doing this and that and the other? Not really. I think I'm in my phase of chill. And that's exactly where I want to be. As long as my life is free, flowing, moving, then I'm exactly where I want to be. I've created a lot of different things, but I find that when I create a lot of different stuff, or it's because I'm in a mindset of lack because I need, and I'm no longer there. So I'm not in a place where I feel like I need to create a lot of things. I've taught myself how to do a lot of things, which I'm grateful for the knowledge. So if anybody needs to know how to do caning with clay or copper work with copper wire, I've done that, crochet, knit. I was on a journey where I wanted to learn to create yarn, but I think that's gonna be it when it happens, it'll happen. It's not something that I'm forcing. I was gonna take a class, but right now it doesn't coincide with some of the other things going on in my life. So I'm still buying other people's yarn. If you all are out there and you are fabric artists, where you dabbled in yarn making with anything other than cotton and acrylic, because that's easy to get, you can send us a message and I'll take a look at some of it and possibly purchase for some of the things that I'm doing. But outside of that, I'm just a bookworm.
I love it. And you said something about acrylic yarn. There's acrylic yarn, sis?
Yeah, all the yarn that you get out of Walmart and stuff like that, that's acrylic.
With all the stuff with all the shimmering stuff that you see in there too?
No, like the top that I made the other day, the last show we had, that's all acrylic. All of this is that's acrylic. Okay. Yeah. I have cotton and acrylic yarn. That's easy to get. Some of the more high staple yarn like cashmere, merino. Cashmere is a little bit on the pricey side. If I was to make anything out of cashmere, it would be for me.
Yeah.
Or for somebody real close as a present. Merino's not that expensive, but it is a type of lush yarn that's out there. It's so many different types, it's not even funny.
I ain't even got
it. Snap.
I didn't even make this. I get it. Did you make that? I'm like, no. But I got a friend that can crochet her butt off. Okay. She can do that. But I also had a young lady. I didn't grow up with her. We was on the same dance team. No, I was on the same dance team with her husband. I met her through because did dances. And yes, I used to be on the dance team, y'all. Was in a marching band, got the best of both worlds, okay? She can crochet her ass off too. Okay, I've seen her make 2 pieces. I've seen her make gowns. And I don't know if y'all remember the one show where we did, I was like, have you seen the lady who crocheted an umbrella? Sis was like, yeah, people do that. I was just like, the creativity that you can just do with anything, really, just anything. I even see it with copper wiring and stuff like that. People's creativity, candle making, sand art. I like watching those videos. Do you ever see those videos on Facebook where they do like the sand art or the paint art and stuff? That's really relaxing to watch. Really relaxing to watch for me. Like, I love stuff like that. I do. But I'm very 5th house heavy, so creativity just be flowing through me like water flows through a river. Yeah. I just put that out my behind too. Okay. Yeah, see, shadow work makes me feel a little lighter. No, a lot lighter. I'm just happy I did the shadow work. That's all. So I'm gonna be smiling my ass off this whole segment.
So in your shadow work, are you releasing something? Is that what makes you feel lighter?
Yeah, definitely releasing, moving energy that, I would say I wasn't being honest with self at one point. Things, and when I finally speak it out, especially like here in my heart center, my knot that I be rubbing on. It's like
So how long do you think it's gonna take you to be able to move that energy in that center?
I honestly don't know, sis.
Have you tried Reiki?
And that's the journey that I was telling you that I'm walking on, getting those certifications and everything. But I do want to visit in a Reiki shop first, look around here and just, get that done to me. Right now I've been doing it for myself, but I do want to go out and get the experience with someone else as well, because that will help me with my own experience.
So I have a friend back there who does Reiki.
Okay.
She was a participant in my classes. If you're still working on your heart center right there with the energy build up and it hasn't released, as long as you've been working on it, I would suggest going to see a Reiki or even an acupuncturist to help you to relieve that energy, because you've been working on that for a while now.
Yes, I have. But I don't want to give myself a time limit. I'm not saying things haven't been released, but help does. I do. Let me say this: I am open to getting help outside myself. I can't do it all by myself. And sometimes it does.
Use the word can't. You
Well,
can.
I can, but in moments, I have to know when to ask for help or go out and get help. I don't necessarily intend on making that a noose around my neck. It's just me looking at it in a sense is you can ask for help. You can go out and get for help, but I don't want just from anybody. I want to read, the credentials, want to just get to know the person and the vibe and everything, because sometimes credentials don't really matter. It's really the energy that you feel, the connection that you feel with the person. So I'm open to it. And it's just a lot of stuff that I had written down after my meditation, actually. I have it in my room, getting that, a Reiki, because a Reiki is something I do want to do for sure. That's something on my top 10, acupuncture for sure. And this isn't the only center. I have little areas where they're like little energy knots. And when I'm slowly releasing it, I'm being 1,000%. The release is different, whether it's tears, whether I can feel it coming out energetically. It's like a slow release when I'm doing it. That's why I'm tapping deeper into sound healing, yoga and everything to help move it, because it does help, especially when I move my body. But it is definitely time for me to at least, step outside myself and get that extra help.
Yeah, it sounds like it. Because Yeah, you've been working on your heart for a minute.
Yeah.
Seems like there's you've got a blockage there that maybe you haven't woken up to yet.
No, I have. I have, sis. I have. It just looks different from the outside looking in. I'm opening it up further, and I do need, that extra assistance outside myself. That's where I'm
Yeah.
allowing myself to be open, which is why I said, I'm gonna be 100%. Like, I don't always be smiling every day, so some of the stuff that I have in this center, it does require me to sit down energetically and do some shadow work, like deep shadow work. And I did that today, snotting, crying, and everything. It felt so good. And I can
You're
look,
holding on to a lot of stuff in your heart area.
yeah, yeah. And
Hmm.
I'm in that process of where I'm releasing. Remember how I said that my Saturn squares my Mars? A lot of that does have a lot to do with my heart center too, especially when it comes to personal power and everything. We talk about this on camera too as well. So that's basically what I've been doing. But I understand why I'm in this position now. I understand why I'm going through it. Just in this moment, I'm just allowing myself to breathe through it, being okay with getting help outside myself. So I greatly appreciate that, sis. I would definitely love to link up with her and get
I
that.
have to see if she's still there because I
Okay,
know at one point she was talking about leaving. Most of us
okay,
were.
okay.
Um, See if she's still there, and if she's still in the area, then I'll definitely hook you up with her. No worries.
Oh, great. Appreciate it, sis. That's why when I'm telling you I have like so much creativity, it's like the more I keep doing it, it's just like a plethora of stuff. Just do this, make this, make this, make this, make this. And it's like, oh my God, I got all this creativity. For now, I've written it down. Pacing myself one thing at a time. I'm really excited about doing this color book series because, it's it's just me, and it shows what I've been going through, and I'm allowing to let my inner world pour into my creativity and just having fun with it. So that's where I'm at, sis. Like I said, I'm gonna be smiling through this whole series because I do feel better today. I do feel good. Am I as high as I normally am? No, I'm just like hovering. It's just like it's just a hover, but it's a grounded hover. It's supposed to rain today too. So I am thinking about going outside in the rain and just sit in the rain and just do like some grounding in the rain. Breath work. Just take some deep breath and just do that. So that's the intention for me this rising. That's the intention for me this rising. And basically, that's my focus. That's all. That's my
Now
focus.
you was talking about some books that you was reading and what you was getting out of it. You want to share?
Yes, actually, see, let me go get those books. I was
Okay.
going to get those books, and I did not grab those books. Okay, so I have like 4 books right now in rotation. I was going to read chapter 2 of this one last night. However, I'm a mommy, and I wasn't going to read this to my daughter. Okay, I wasn't going to read it. But The Black Sun is about the Montauk Nazi Tibetan connection by Peter Moon. I don't know if some of you watch Stranger Things. They're basically showing you that Montauk project and everything. This book is actually a series. This is a series 4, so I would definitely recommend to go to get the other 3. I will do that once I'm finished with this book. But I'm only on the first chapter of this book. Pretty interesting. So after this, I'm gonna tap into chapter 2. With this, I'd say I'm basically, with me doing energy work, I'm basically looking at how energy is basically working in all aspects. Hold on, my son wants to make it. whether it's dark, light energy, how people utilize their own energy, because intent really matters. That's basically what I'm getting out, how you utilize your own internal power. This one, I'm just gonna throw this one on out the way. I was telling sis, this is a different type of form of astrology, aka tantric as well. It's alchemical tantric astrology. So I'm only on the first chapter of this one as well, because this is a whole different system. You will have to understand the alchemical tantric arrangement. So I ain't gonna confuse nobody on this one. So I will put that book to the side. Now these two books I am deep into. God Speaks.
Yeah, you showed that one on the last one.
And then this one, I'm actually on chapter 10. So with this book, anybody that wants inspiration, as far as you lost a loved one or someone really close to you, these are sharing different stories of real people with their experiences with loved ones that cross, whether they're old, young, and they're getting their own signs from the universe. Say, like, for instance, this lady, her mother transitioned. She loved the Queen of Hearts. She was on vacation to Barcelona with her husband. Out of nowhere, boom, there's like a stack of Queen of Hearts that's right there in front of her randomly. And the only card that's flipped up is the Queen of Hearts. And she instantly felt the presence of her mother. And so many different types of signs. One lady had one where, hey, universe, if this is a confirmation, send me an orange, and she ended up getting like a plethora of orange. It's basically off of your belief. Okay, open your mind to getting those signs and synchronicities. But it's a really good book, a really good read. If you feel like you really need that connection with the other side and you want that connection, what type of sign or symbol that you would want to connect with your other side, your family member? Everybody have a different one. So say, for instance, for my grandmother loved cigarettes. She loved her beer. When me and my cousin loved to eat, what is it? Salt and vinegar potato chips. That was my grandmother's thing right there. Every time we get this inkling of getting salt and vinegar potato chips, I feel her presence. Or anything that she used to love, just randomly. Okay, Grandma, I hear you. And then I sit down and, I listen to what my grandmother has to tell me. It's different for everyone. Sis, do you have any type of, I don't know if you got any relatives that you like to connect with on the other side, but do you have like any signs that you get from your universe that let
when it comes to the people that have passed?
No,
I let them contact me.
Oh, okay. I was just saying in general, how you communicate with your own universe in general.
Oh, my universe contacts me through, it's different for everybody, but yeah. my universe contacts me. I speak to it through cards. It speaks directly to me. But if somebody from the other side wants to contact me, they contact me through dreams. And then I deal with them through my dream realm. Like I said, I'm not one to force anything. Yeah. I just let it come to me, and when it comes to me, I interpret it the way I feel it needs to. If I don't know how to interpret it, I'll ask the universe to show me something, like you said in the book, and then the universe will disclose it, or I'll go to my cards and allow my cards to tell me what needs to be. But we're always in communication. It's just being able to understand what's being told to you and when. So yeah, I don't force anything. Everything is it's just a thing that comes to me.
Yeah. And how do you know, because I'm sure that this could be a question that get asked, how do you know if a symbol resonates with you? Well, for me, I just, like Sis said, it comes to her when she talks to her family through her dreams. I don't know how you work as far as, numbers and numerology and stuff for you. But if I see it, I'm like, oh, okay. In that moment, remember the gentleman was saying on live, when he sees a number, what thoughts am I having in this moment? What's going on in the moment? I think of that, it resonates like that. And it's a feeling for me as well.
It's a knowing.
Yeah.
I'm an Aquarius Mercury, so because my Mercury is in Aquarius, it's a knowing. It's a I know, and once I know, it is what it is. That I don't second guess that. As soon if I see numbers, and the numbers, like if I pick up 1111 and I know that that's what I've been thinking of in my head, I know that I called that to me. It wasn't something that the universe was just saying, okay, I'm trying to catch your attention with your thoughts. It's you're thinking this, so I'm going to give it to you. So that's where my thoughts become reality. So I'm like, okay, I know that number's coming to me because I asked to see it. So if I asked to see it, I'm going to see it. There's nothing tied behind it, just the fact that I wanted to see it, and here it is. Other things, when they come to me, like I said, it's just a knowing. I know, you get a feeling. Yeah. It happened one time, and I seen these numbers, and I said, okay, I know what that is. This is the end of that, and that's it. Yeah. And it was a knowing. It's never okay, what are you trying to tell me? What am I? Because most of the time there's so many thoughts just going through my head at any given time, that how do you pick one of your thoughts and say that that's what it is? So in my human design, I work off my sacral. So the sacral plus I have a defined spleen. So I'm going to get an instant I know. It's not going to be a drag through. And because I know these things, I know that it's just a knowing.
Sis, do you think even now in today's society, do you think that some things, they could be over spiritualized? Like, do you think...
Everything.
Yeah. Okay.
I see it all the time.
Yeah.
We've spoke about this. I see people give themselves these over embellished names, or change the language, or this or that or the other, thinking it's going to change what's in reality, or or they put out information that may not be so true. And yes, I see it all the time. Is it over embellished? It is. Are some things under embellished? It is. Do people need to feel like they have this guiding light, like their halo is on bright all the time? They do. And what I'm not understanding is why. Why do we walk around trying to portray ourselves as something other than exactly who we are, and be okay with that? And so, yeah, I see it. Is there things that, but that's with anything that mankind touches. It's always going to be a power trip.
Yeah. Now, do you feel that there are some who see that way, sis, or there will be some who like, okay, I understand this, but I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna make it my own and do my own thing over here?
I mean, I feel that they do, but at the end of the day, if you really sit with yourself and ask yourself, is this really the human thing to do, or am I trying to be other than? I think if you really sit deep with it and ask yourself these questions, then I think the answer would be a little bit different.
Yeah, definitely depends on your perspective and everything. So too.
Yeah. Once again, go to your birth chart. Look at your birth chart. I look at my birth chart a lot because I want to know 9th house in Sagittarius. I know what I'm seeking. I know what I came here to seek. And as long as I look at it for what it is, then I'm not really worried about what people do. Does it make me giggle? It does. It does, because why can't we just be human and be okay with being human first and dig deep before we try to sit on the moon? Does that make sense? So what I don't want people to do is be like, okay, she's trying to tear this down or whatever. I'm not. What I'm trying to get people to understand is that there's real life things going on here, and we keep trying to go to the moon first. Instead of trying to understand and embody who we are, and take that and be the person that you're supposed to be in your skin, in this avatar, because you chose it. You chose your avatar. You chose the life that you're going through. You chose the ups and the downs that you're going through. And when we go through those first, then we'll understand, yes, we do have creation within us. Yes, we do have a portion of the creator in us. We are not the whole creator. We are a portion.
There, you just said so. You said when we go through things and get through it, you'll see the creative portion in yourself.
Yes.
I said I released some stuff and got a plethora of creativity. Come on now. You come on, conscious talk serving. Where my bell at? I ain't got my bell. I was gonna ding it for you. Go ahead, sis. Go ahead.
But I mean, I just don't understand. We want to be something bigger than, and we are, but we have to get there first. We have to understand what it's like to get there before we put ourselves up on high pedestals. And you see it, people do it all the time. They put themselves on this high pedestal, that's what I call it, when we over embellish who we are. And then it's kind of like when I'm looking at them and I'm kind of like, if we stay on earth first.
Everybody want a crown experience. They don't want to ground down.
Yes, if we stay on earth first and we sort out this muck and this mess that we made, we'd understand, because we tried to embellish ourselves and try to power trip and try to have more than what we're supposed to in different areas to prove to somebody that I'm this, and prove to yourself who you are first. And then after that, you won't need to put yourself up high because you already know that you are there. Walk through your own mud. I'm so tired of dealing with people who think they panties don't stink.
Sis, you in this comment. Every time you say that, you know I'm gonna laugh.
Well, you know I don't curse.
I know, sis, but it's
so the other saying would be out of my understanding of who I am.
Yeah. Oh, no, my light say, girl, let's make this. Okay. Oh, okay. Here we go. Yeah, give them copper color. Okay. Here we go.
So, you know, when it boils down to it, we need to stay at looking at self. Stay at looking at self. When I go out, I'm not trying to be anything other than who I am.
I'll show you.
You know, when I speak consciously, I'm in my thoughts to make sure that I'm not over speaking or that I'm not tearing somebody down in a moment where I shouldn't. I'm not displaying business that shouldn't be displayed. I'm doing the conscious thing and consciously being in myself. And that means being conscious of your surroundings and understandings.
That is definitely true. Everything is energetic, baby. Everything is energetic. Yeah, that's why I said, you know, I utilize our videos to even see my steps, my process. I see my house, my vessel, my vehicle on the outside, looking in, doing this, because it's like a video diary. I've written it down. Now I see, and I'm like, okay, I understand me. I see that. I got that. Boom, 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 boom. Being able to do that, walking through my own mud, taking accountability for my own thoughts and my own feelings. Not all things that I feel are mine. Put that back over there. That's not mine. What's mine is what I'm focusing on.
Yeah, not all of us came here with spiritual understanding.
Yeah.
We all came here for something different. Let the people who are strong in their spiritual understandings be the guides. As long as, and this is, once again, it's in your birth chart. It's going to tell you that you're a guide of this or a guide of that or a guide of the other. Whatever it is that you're supposed to be a guide of, guide in that area. And be truthful. If you don't know how to guide in that area, then say that's not my lane of expertise. I'm supposed to be gathering knowledge there. I'm not supposed to be preaching. You know, I'm not supposed to be the one unless they're doing it for money. And I see that.
Yeah.
You know, I see that people turn spirituality and religion and all that into a money form because We are easily programmed because why are we easily programmed? Because they're the ones who see and they're the ones who don't. And the ones who don't see are needing the ones who do see to lead them in the right direction. Then you got the ones who are leading them off the daggum Empire State Building. And if you can't see it, you don't know.
Yeah, that's true, sis. Talk about that. Yeah, and mine is easy to manipulate. I've known if you don't have control of your own power, if you don't even have the keys to your own spaceship and you can be easily manipulated, my goodness. That's what I'm getting from these books, some of these books, I would say, energetically. So
yeah, some people have strong intuition and some people don't. So it's kind of like if they don't have the strong intuition, they're looking for the ones who have strong intuition to be able to say, hey, look, don't step over that track because the train is coming. Mm-hmm. Now, if I'm telling you the train is coming and not to step over that track right now, and you step over that track and you get hit, then you wasn't listening to your guidance.
Would they have to come back and do it again?
I mean, we all come back and do it again. But it's sad because we've found out now that a lot of the ones that we put our trust in are not the ones that we should. Well, let's recant that. We is not a me here. So when I say we, I'm kind of speaking French for them. Put their trust in people that they thought were going to guide them, not understanding that those people were only doing it for the money, the clout, the privilege, the power. But some of us are here to guide in certain situations where we're not looking for the money, the clout, and all of that. But I also tend to find that if I, as a guider, or as a guiding light to somebody. I'm not saying that that's particularly my title. I don't live with those big titles. I'm just not one for the big titles. But let's just speak metaphorically. If this was something that I was supposed to do, and I'm guiding you, and I'm giving you all the clarity that I can give you because you're not a person who can see the things that I can see. If I'm giving you this guidance and you're not listening, I'm not going to keep wasting my time, because air is free, but it's also our breath. And like they say, I don't want to talk till I'm blue in the face.
That's energy management right there, sis. Oh, I love it.
And so it'll go on for a while, because a lot of times people who can see usually see the things, but they also say, no, I'm going to give this person grace. No, I'm going to give this person grace. No, I'm very loyal to that. I will give you as much grace as possible. Mm-hmm. But after a while, it has to be, when do I cut the line? Mm-hmm. And so that's what we have to start to learn. We need community, but civilization, and what it's turned into through the colonialization, when they came through and they colonized everything, mm-hmm. They took us away from community, which also took and put our faith in other people outside, and closed off a lot of the intuition that was rightfully to the rightful people. So when I say utilize your human design to see where your intuition lies, you might have strong intuition, or you might be somebody who's picking up everybody else's information. Understand that if you're picking up everybody else's, then that's theirs, it's not yours. Mm-hmm. If you have strong intuition, then you can see where this is mine and this isn't mine, but hey, don't cross that, because you might not even know they're going to get hit. You just got an understanding, don't cross that road right now.
Right.
In community, we had that. We had the healers that were healers, doctor healers. They were healers who healed the body, who knew the herbs. They had the apothecaries. They did what they were supposed to do. Yeah. Then you had the spiritual healers, the ones who had the knowledge of the spirit, the understanding, the philosophies, the hermeticisms, those healers. And they were the ones that you went to when your spiritual energy was off balance. Now we run the church and we put those people on a pedestal, but we forget they're still human. And we never stop to ask them, why do you do this?
That's a good question. You know what, sis, I just realized you basically saying everyone understood their own individualism. With them understanding their own individualism, they were able to move as a community.
With that being taken away, we no longer know thyself. Now we're trying to find ourselves. Because we looked at one place and we said those were the people that were supposed to guide and lead us. But where were they guiding and leading us when they're playing chess with who we are?
Off the cliff, like you said earlier.
Yes. Yes. And now you can see it stronger than ever.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So no, we're not all supposed to get up here and talk about spirituality. No, we're not all supposed to talk about, these different aspects, because we each have our own particular lane.
We got our own
lane.
Yeah.
Yes. And when we find that role, we get in it. But this is the thing. When you feel those shoes, each one of us learns from each one of us. And it's always a learning situation.
There you go. Each one teach one.
Yeah, your spiritual healers will learn, okay, so I don't dabble in apothecary stuff because that's not my lane. But
I know
when I have somebody come to me for spiritual stuff and it's more than just spiritual, I can send them to the medicinal healer and tell them, you go see them because you need to see them. You no longer need my services. You'll come back to me when you need my services, and so forth and so on. And then you'll see the wheels of the community start to move. You got the people who can grow. They got those green thumbs. They can grow food just by looking at it, kind of like that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's what they came here for. Yeah. But this is the thing. You came here heavy in one house, but you're leaving in another. So you need the knowledge of the person who's heavy in that house so that you can grow, so that when you leave this place and you decide to come back, you might come back with the knowledge of the other house.
Now, sis, when you say that, came in heavy in one house, because I ain't never heard you leave with the other. I'm heavy in the fifth house. So is that like
that's what you came in. So you came in on your south node, but all your gifts are in your fifth house.
Okay.
Think about when you speak. When you go back and you watch yourself, when you speak, every time we get on here, I've watched. Yes. You're very fifth house.
Fifth house heavy, yes.
Yeah. Now, where's your north node? Huh? Where's your north node lead?
Aquarius. I'm in Aquarius.
Okay. So your north node means that you came in on a Leo situation, and Leo is fifth house.
Okay.
Leo rules the fifth house.
Okay.
So you came in with that energy, but you're supposed to leave out on your Aquarius energy. So you're learning to become an Aquarius.
Okay.
A whole Aquarius, not an Aquarius with all the earth placements, but an Aquarius. So what you're doing is you're leaning into that. Your energy is going to transition into that.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you for sharing that. Anybody that needed to know that, they got that.
Now, look, so these are just the understandings that I have.
Yeah, it's all good.
It might not resonate with everybody, but when I started looking, I sit down and I do. I because me and you are the only research projects that I have. I look and I watch us.
Good.
And what comes easy. What comes easy to what we talk about.
Yes.
And then I dissect it.
Yeah.
I analyze it. it's not that you're not an Aquarius, but whatever you were before you came in means that your North Node says you came in on Leo.
You mean my South Node, sis?
No, what I'm saying is that fifth house energy is strong in those planets, and you're in the fifth house.
Yeah.
And your South Node is in the fifth house.
Let me see. Yes, it is.
So look at what you came in on and where you're placed and where you're going.
Yes. And I'm just, yep, there it is. I see my South Node. Yes, South Node is in Leo. North Node in Aquarius. Yeah. And I'm just utilizing that tool, doing some Aquarius ass art.
So you're this is why you're more boisterous than me. You're more, think about it. Think about a Leo and how they're very, boisterous.
Yeah.
And what I consider flamboyant. Not a bad term, but very, courageous. And so you'll go in on that energy and come out on that energy. So embrace that. Your fifth house. Yeah. So whatever is in the fifth house, that should be where a lot of your gifts lie.
I'm telling y'all.
Yeah, that should be where your guidance is.
It is. It's so much. Yeah. So this is the thing. When I was in my meditation earlier, sis, I was sitting with self, because you know how people you got a lot of Capricorn like they money, Capricorn like they this. I was sitting with myself, and I was like, okay, but the way that I accumulate money, it seemed like every time I create something, boom. I'm not saying that it works for everybody. This is just my own science. Okay, when I tap into my own art, if I'm just doing art, just Chi-ching, I'm like, where the fuck did this come? I used to say that. Now I'm just like, okay, well, let me just, but at that moment, I stopped looking for that. And I found that all my abundance in wealth and all of that is in the art.
Is in your hobbies and your sports.
Yes. So I've done dance, I've done theater, I've done sing, dance.
So have you thought about recreating your TikTok to show more of your candle making situations? Because you should be a guidance of, when I say creativity, because each one of them has their own creative understanding. Creativity is a very large word that embraces the very long definition, meaning that you can be creative in any aspect, right? You've got Capricorns who are creative in their second house, which means money. When they move, that money just flows to them because they're the boss and the CEO in the situation. But your Capricorn is in the fifth house of Leo, the sun. So more or less, you should be showing people how to create your creations.
See, and I'm looking at it differently in a sense. Not only just, sharing my creations, but also sharing, how to be creative using your body, using your own energy, and tying my candles into that.
So that would be cool because it's sports. But what I'm looking at is I'm looking at your fifth house.
Yeah.
And the only reason why I'm saying that is because you're very heavy there with Capricorn placements. Capricorn is the boss, the CEO. That's what they do. So
I got a lot of creative projects in line, sis. Oh my goodness.
You only need one.
Yeah, I know, but as you can see, I'm heavy in it, and I have so many. It's exciting. It really is, but I've written it all down. I'm going to just take my time. One project at a time. So people see it unravel. Have you ever been to a restaurant and you see food and you're like, oh, I want to try that. Oh, I'm going to try that. I want your eyes get bigger than your stomach. I'm going to give y'all too much. Okay, she never experienced that. I experienced that when I was in high school. My mom took me to this, it was like a new Chinese restaurant, and they had this seafood bar. I love crab legs. I love lobster.
Oh, okay. Well, if we're at a bar, then I'm going to try everything that looks pretty decent on it. But if I'm looking in the menu, I'm sticking with something I know is going to go down good.
You see the food, and my eyes got bigger than my stomach. And I was like, ooh, I got everything. I couldn't eat it all. So it's one of those, I don't want to put everything out at once because I don't want to overfool you guys, but I do have some creative
So
things.
because I have a Gemini rising and a lot of air, have I been very moving like that? Yes. But in my time frame and understanding, because I'm coming from Aries, so fast moving fire energy with a Gemini rising and a whole bunch of air, you're talking about fast moving. Try it all. I've tried it all. But I know that I'm going into my Libra stage where there's balance and understanding. And I've tried it all, but I've only got two hands. And for me, I had it just the understanding came to me and said, you can only do so much at one time to make something spark.
There you go.
So what I'll tell some people is you can be like sis, because your placements might be there, or you might be a person that has to focus on one thing and so you get the knowledge, and then you take that knowledge and you expand it.
And that's what I said. Since I'm taking my time, I wrote it down. Like,
yeah,
all this stuff you can't do.
Well, what I'm saying is this is for the people who were like me.
Yeah. Okay.
This is for the people who were moving fast, trying it all. Sit with yourself and ask yourself, is this part of my plan? Which it's in Sis's plan. That's part of her plan. If it's not in part of your plan, then your mind is making you do this for what? For me, it was because I needed a side hustle. I was trying to bring in money outside of the source that I was supposed to bring money into, because I was in lack. And if you're in lack doing anything, you will only bring in more lack. I don't care how much you produce.
I've learned, sis. That was one of the biggest lessons I've learned.
Yes. It's the biggest lesson. Most people that aren't born with a silver spoon in their mouth will learn. And the reason why is because the universe can only give you more of what you're putting out there. And if I'm making this because I need, the universe is only going to give you more of I need, not I have.
Oh, yeah.
And so that's why I slowed down on creating some of the things I was creating, because I was like, why am I really doing all of this? One, I wanted the knowledge. So the knowledge was not something that I'll ever say that I didn't want. But the wisdom that came with it was the fact of you're only doing this to get paid, and it's not getting you paid. And then I'm not a person that likes to put price tags on things. So sit down.
Yes.
Look at your birth charts. Understand where you are heavy at. Mine is in exactly what we're doing here.
Yeah, you can see it. We both talk about it. Sis say, I'm ninth house heavy. You see sis come in with her ninth house. I'm fifth house heavy. You see me coming with my fifth house shit.
But I'm scattered around my chart, and that's the whole thing. I'm scattered around the chart. I'm not only on one side, because you see some people who are one side of their chart. I'm scattered all over my chart. I'm only empty in two houses. All the rest of them have something there. But I do know that the priority of what I can see and what I know is in the ninth house. That's where my sun lies. That's where that's where everything, all my integrity is right there in the ninth house.
All of that, sis. Do you feel with this fast movement, because that fast movement energy right now is going on right now with the planets right now, so that with the current transit, is that why you brought that up, sis?
Talking about the Uranus and Gemini?
Yeah.
It's not really at my point just yet. Have I felt some changes? Yeah, I'm very cautious about what I say. Because my Mercury is in Aquarius. Uranus is Aquarius's ruling planet. And because Aquarius and Uranus are doing their thing with Pluto, and then Uranus being in Gemini, which is my first house, which is my avatar, And then Jupiter, all of that is right there with my placements. I have Jupiter in Gemini. Uranus right now is in Gemini, but my Uranus isn't in my Gemini. But it still activates, but it's not at my actual ascendant placements just yet. But I am still cautious because I noticed today, we were out, we had to do something earlier, and this guy walked past me and kind of said something, and he rushed past my thoughts, and then I, in the store, made eye contact with him again, and I'm looking at this dude, and I'm like, okay, I'm ready to leave. So then when we get to the register, there's somebody at the register, and he's next in line, and then we get up behind him, and he's like, would you like to go in front of me? And I'm like, no, I'm good. Mm-hmm. I had this uncomfortable feeling. Then after he walks out the parking lot, we drive out the parking lot, we get in another parking lot, and I go to tell my daughter, this man made me feel a little bit, and he walks past us, and I'm just like, okay. So the energy is moving quickly. There's going to be changes for some really quickly, like the fixed signs, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius might find some relief in their life. I'm not 100% sure on what that relief looks like. But it will depend. Yeah, your birth chart, you'll see that where it's going to feel, may feel just a little bit lighter, less stressful. Because like I said, with Uranus being in Taurus for the last 7 years, I can calculate in those 7 years how much crap I've been through.
Yeah.
It's the Great Awakener. So now communication, they keep saying AI, and I'm not trying to go, I'm a Uranus, I have a Uranus complex.
It's your
which
perspective.
Is rebellion.
Share it. This is your perspective.
I know they keep saying that AI is Uranus. I'm sorry, I just don't feel that way. I feel like Uranus is going to be communication amongst ourselves, amongst each other, and how we utilize it.
Could be both.
I think society is trying to utilize AI for something other than. And what AI is going to do is going to muddle our thought process even more. It's going to confuse us.
Are you saying like having that interconnection with, like that human connection with one another, rather just like, always being on video, getting out and just doing communal things and connecting that way, sis?
So if Uranus is electricity and it's the Great Awakener, and now it's in Gemini, which is led by Mercury, Mercury is communication. Uranus is the Great Awakener. When we had our Gemini time, that's when we learned duality. That's when we seen that there was the yin and the yang. Okay, that would be Gemini.
Makes sense.
And with Uranus being there, it's going to awaken something else, but they keep saying it's AI. But how do you put Uranus in Gemini? Because it's led by Mercury, but Mercury's not there with it.
They're not thinking that deep, sis. They ain't reading and studying astrology that deep, sis.
So, but even the astrologers are saying that with Uranus being in Gemini, because Gemini is led by Mercury, but Mercury is elsewhere. I don't know where Mercury is sitting right now. But Gemini has its own understanding as well. If we're going to pin it to communication, why wouldn't it be the communication between humankind and how we utilize that? Why would we pin it on AI, which they kept saying AI is Aquarius? I'm an Aquarius with an Aquarius Mercury and a lot of other Aquarius placements. And I keep saying that I don't think artificial intelligence is anything Aquarius. Yes, it's a great invention. I would never say it wasn't, but it will eat up. It will eat up the water sources. And on top of that, it's society-led, meaning it's another colonization. If you understand what I'm saying. They're pushing it.
Balance to using this stuff. You know, you gotta have a balance to it. Get outside, ground, read a book.
So it's not about the balance.
It says
it's about
in Aries.
It's about the question.
Oh, the question. Okay. Gotcha.
It's about the question. It's another misleading source.
And it's abused. I will say it does get abused, you know.
Oh, wait. You ain't seen nothing yet. No, I'm serious. If you think about what colonization has done to us, and you think about AI and how it's being fed information from people who control it outside of that, it's going to... Don't get me wrong. If it was controlled in a way where it was just used for what it started out as, instead of growing into something other than, I would say, okay, this would be a cool source. But when you start to see what it's turning into, it's kind of like, now you got to question everything.
Yeah.
Is it being used to control? Will it be used to control?
That's where intent really matters there. Like you said, the intent do matter. Did you say Mercury or Mars? You was looking for Mercury.
Mars is the ruler of Aries.
Mercury, it says
rules Gemini and Virgo.
Aries, Mercury and Aries.
A lot of these babies now are going to be fiery speaking. Oh, man. You got a Gemini with an Aries Mercury. Oh my gosh. Y'all better get ready.
They're gonna be spitting
20 years,
fire like dragons.
Growling at you fast speaking.
They're gonna be spitting fire like dragons when they do.
Ooh, I got a child that has an Aries Mercury. They're always they're what they say is always seems like it's at war, and people don't know how to take it.
Is it because that just is the boldness of it or something? Like I don't get it. Like
Mars is a war planet, and when you deal with somebody who's got Mars in certain areas, or a lot of Mars strong planets in that area, when you think of Aries, you just think of, I said what I said, and it's like a warm. So it's like this, how I explain Aries. Aries is like drinking a hot cup of coffee or a hot cup of tea on a cold day, and it scorches your tongue. You knew it was hot.
Yeah.
But you didn't expect to burn yourself because you blew it. And they're very, like, when they say things, like, it's so funny dealing with her, because when she speaks, it's almost like you just deal with it, because this is who I am. I said it that way because that's the way I wanted to say it. And you're sitting up there scratching your head like you're rude, but she's not rude. She's an Aries with an Aries Mercury, and it's kind of like, goodness, okay, I wasn't ready.
Yeah.
You know, most people would be ready to pop off. And sometimes I do. I have to catch myself and be like, oh, she's an Aries with an Aries Mercury. Okay. Think about a Gemini with an Aries Mercury. You're going to be sitting there like, what?
Like, who's she talking to? Is he giving?
That'd be the first thing.
Have you seen those
videos?
People be like coming in, I'll slap everybody in this room. They be like, slap her. That's a gift. Okay.
Yeah, and you'll have to learn how not to react to some of the things that they say, because they said it, but you got to figure out how they meant it. And that's when, this is why I'm saying communication is something that we should be doing amongst each other, and understanding, clarifying understanding. AI is just going to muddle it all.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not shooting it down. And I'm not saying it's not a good invention, and it's a good invention for people to make money off of.
Yeah.
But if we get rid of the money aspect, take money out of the picture, what are you making off of AI? But a whole bunch of confused humans walking around. and you've already got people whose intuition isn't as strong. So somebody who has strong intention is trying to tell somebody, no, that's not. They'll sit up, somebody whose intuition is not strong will argue with you about it. And you're sitting up here and you're like, I'm not arguing with you.
Yeah, I'm finna just say, I'm not putting my energy. I'm gonna leave you right there where you at, honey.
No, I'm gonna let you walk across that daggum track. If you get hit, you get hit. I'm not gonna witness it because that's not something I'm supposed to see. I've seen enough in my life.
Yeah, they signed up for that moment. So that's all you, Bookie Boo.
Either they signed up for it or that was a journey, one of the paths that they could have took. Like, have you ever read those books that you read it and then at the end it says go to this page if you choose this, or go? Yeah, that's life.
Yeah,
that's life. You got a whole bunch of different paths that you could choose, and it tells you so and so is going to tell you not to cross the path. Or do you cross the path, or do you stand still? Do you trust what they say, or do you cross the path? You see, and then most people will be like, let's see, I'm just playing a game, so let's cross the path. And they'd be like, because I'm playing a game like that now. It says, well, you cross the path, and in the moment that you cross the path, this truck came by and knocked you clear across this, and then that's it, game over.
I had to do a game. I love it, sis.
Yeah, we're not taught to see the things that we should be seeing. We're not taught to understand the things that we're supposed to. My daughter texted me this morning because she's with my parents. I feel sorry for her.
How is she? How is she?
She's doing good. She's her mama's child in a different form. Let's put it like that.
Yeah.
And she was like, well, Nana said that burning sage and tarot reading, that's demonic. And she got me listening to this thing and blah, 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 and this and that and other. And I said, tell her, thou shalt not judge. I said, because if you judge, we all going to hell.
If we listen and we don't judge. What's that? What is that? That's the little thing that they do. We listen and we don't judge.
So I told her, I said, sometimes we understand that we can hear, see, and do things. We can use our clairs in different ways. Each person needs to learn their lane.
Yes.
Not everybody is going to be a seer. Yes. Not everybody is going to be a healer.
Yes.
Or a hearer, a person who can hear. Not everybody is going to be a feeler. We all have a different lane that we're supposed to be in. When you come up against somebody who has a clair that is not a strong suit for you, strengthen the one that you have. Because if you're a hearer and they're a seer, you're going to hear exactly what they're seeing. Mm-hmm. But if you're not strong in your strength, then you're going to be sitting there looking at them like, nah, I'm not. Okay?
Yeah.
Unless they're saying they're a seer and they see something and they're not a seer. And now they're walking a path and that's misleading.
Everybody got to know to play their own piece. I love to utilize the Jumanji spectrum, the movie, how everyone played their part in the movie of that game in order for them to say Jumanji at the end. Everybody had to play their part. Peter had to turn to a monkey. They had to do all of this stuff so that everyone could collectively as a community, because they knew their own individualism, can come together and get that big win.
Yes. Once we can do that, then we'll start to see that we'll all be on one page. The people who are supposed to have the power will have the power, and the people who aren't, don't be upset that they have something that you don't have. It's their lifetime to have it. We don't have to go out there and take from others because we don't have it in this lifetime. There was a lesson for you not to have it in this lifetime.
His brother had it in the last, who knows?
Or you probably had it and misused it and got it taken away. So we all think that there's heaven and hell when we don't understand that coming back here, it either gives us more or takes it away because we misused it. So this is one of the reasons when we talk spirituality and you ask me these deep questions, I've already said, this is all I think about.
And this is why I ask. It's good for us to talk about this stuff.
When do people say that, hey, I'm Keisha, and it's okay for me to be Keisha? It's okay for me to be the age that I am, and it's okay for me to say that I refuse to get old quickly. And in between the first breath and the last breath, it's everything that we can do to learn ourselves, benefit ourselves, and help others along the way. And when we get back to that, then we'll get back to our humanity. We are not the smartest things walking the face of the planet, but we like to believe, once again, it's the embellishment.
Yeah, that's why I said get this book. She'll tell you that.
Animals, they got it all figured out.
Yes.
Oh, and then somebody come back when they don't have free will. Well, do you really have free will, or do you have free stupidness?
Come on now, come on with the Gemini.
Well, we can speak complex syllables, but you're telling me them two cats over there that's clicking and chatting at each other, they not understanding what's going on?
They know exactly what's going on.
Yes, but they don't think like we do. Yeah. They're smarter because they're doing it through here. They know how to communicate with each other. Well, the whales communicate with each other too.
Yeah.
You're talking about lizards and snakes have lived on this planet way longer than we have. And we think that we're here and better?
Yeah, half of us still, let me not say us, I know me. Some of the societal individuals don't even know themselves. You can't say we got dominion on something and you don't even know yourself.
It takes a lifetime. I had to tell a young lady, I said, it takes a lifetime to learn yourself. And you'll forever change. Because from 0 to 7 is a change.
Yeah.
From 7 to 12, 13 is a change. From 12, 13 to 18 is a change. From 18 to 21 is a change. From 21 to 35, you're going to forever change. It's always things that you're going to be finding out about you. And these things open up differently as the planets move in the cosmos. But the one thing that I can say that is consistent is we are the only ones that go to war and kill up all of ourselves over bull crap.
Reading is all kind of stuff.
We fight
because we want
over paper.
Somebody else got understand what you're supposed to get. Okay, understand what you're supposed to get. Like Sis said earlier, I even gave examples. I know that my abundance is in my fifth house, my creativity and everything. I understand what I'm supposed to do. I'm gonna do my shit. Okay, I'm gonna be a master, and then I'm on the road already. Be in that. How do you utilize your own magic?
Some people aren't even supposed to try to go get money. Some people are supposed to be given money from other people. It's called other people's money.
And be okay with that too. Be okay with it. But
that's the thing. We have come out of sync with our whole communal situation that we don't understand. We're not supposed to be crabs in a barrel. It's supposed to be, if you're the one that's supposed to make the money by doing this and that and other, and you have an abundance of money, then that money's supposed to trickle down. But it's not even supposed to be money. That's a promissory note.
It's a resource, a tool.
It's a promissory note. It is. You have to look it up. Money is a promissory note. It's a receipt.
Basically, that's why you get a receipt.
And we fight over it. We kill over it.
And it does.
We guard it.
Oh my goodness! It's only supposed to be a resource, a tool.
Get rid of it. We don't really need it. If we go back to the way things were, you had bakers, you had milleries, millionaires. That's a hard word for me to say. People who create hats. You've got seamstress. You've got we've got different creative avenues that each person would have, and the parent would have it, which would teach the kids that, and the kids would have it until one kid came, I don't want to do that. I'm sure you don't want to do that. But if we want to complain about the top 1% that's at the top, then we have to take all our power back, which means give them all the money and stop buying their stuff, grow our own food, create our own understandings down here at the lower level, because we are richer down here. Because we have, and stop turning our nose up to these quote unquote third world countries that work with their hands to do the things that they need. And they live in houses that they've made themselves, but they are so much more understanding to what it takes to make that house than to be able to just shove some money at somebody and get you a house.
I gotta share something. It was a video that I was, one of my other friends shared with me. And I forgot what country it is. I can share the video with you later, sis. But this gentleman visited one of those countries, and in the streets they have like wads of money everywhere, but it's just like people just like they don't really need it, it's just there. If somebody needs it, oh, you need how much? Oh, okay, here you go. Because they do everything from hand. They have their communal services. They come together. These over here, they working on building huts. They working on, growing food. They're working on educating the kids. They have all the resources. And I looked at, I literally says, the girl was like, she left her purse outside to go inside the market. Came back, her stuff was still there. Nobody be scrapping and scrunting for none of that. Like, you can just walk up, and she told the dude, I'm about to make you a millionaire today. And he was like, well, how you gonna do it? We're just gonna walk up and we're just gonna meet people. And they was like, oh, you need cash? Here you go. You need cash? Here? I said, damn, okay. And it was beautiful. And it wasn't just the money I was looking at. I was looking at how the energy flowed, the people, how they came together, working together. Like, oh, that's my neighbor. If my neighbor has this and I have it, I give it to my neighbor. Vice versa and stuff. That's how we was able to grow and build and have all the money that one small village had for each of them, actually. So I wanted yeah. Oh yeah.
Yes. It's a beautiful thing when you actually can live in a harmonic situation. Are there going to be ups and downs? Of course there are.
Yeah, it is.
But you get to pick and choose those battles. Harmony is something that living in it, if you can live in harmony, there's going to be things that happen. But you don't have to worry about somebody coming in your door trying to take over something because they don't have it and you have it. My thing is if you want it that bad, here you can have it. It's not worth anything anyways. Because, like we've already put out there, you buy a house, but once the house is paid for, you still got to pay for the land. And you keep paying on that land until you pass away. And if you stop paying on the land that house is sitting on, even if the house is paid for, and you stop paying the taxes on that land, they take the house and the land. So what did you own in the first place?
Air, hail.
We lucky we got that right now.
Very much so. I guess he wants to make an appearance. What he's done. He said he's seen all he needs to see. Okay, there we go. I think he's looking for his little lady Lux. Yeah, got him a little lady friend. He's very charming, y'all. That's my lover boy. Okay. Well, this conversation has been a very fulfilling conversation. There's a lot of things going on in the world and everything. When I get on social media, I post, I'll see some funny videos. I'm like, oh, okay, I get off, and then I'm either picking up a book, creating some, or I'm outside. So haven't really been too deep into like any current events lately. So I don't even...
I've seen some things, but it's not worth talking about, because at the end of the day, I only take a peek through the window to see what's going on out there. And you still see the craziness, you still see the shenanigans, and then you read the comments and you still see how many people's engulfed in it. And then I close the curtain back and I say, it was enough of that. Enough of that. Yeah, it's life. You see what I'm saying? And is it still going on? It is. And do I want to engulf myself in that world? I really don't, because it's too much for them to take, but they don't know how to pull themselves out of it. And I pulled myself out of it. But it's cool to walk, you open up, you look. I do leave some comments. I seen a video today that showed how dynamic the strong melanated people are. I'm not strongly melanated, but I do inspire to be very strongly melanated when I come back. And when I say I'm coming back, the dominant color on this book, not the recessive color,
right now,
the dominant color of this book. If I got to come back, I'm coming back so dark, I'm gonna look like a shadow. And the reason why I say this is, and I know this might be a little bit off topic, but it's on topic at the same time, is that if a person that dark procreates with anything that's lighter than them, that's dominance.
That was something I learned from my grandma.
That's dominance.
Yeah.
And I understand why things have played out the way it was, but I seen the video, and it's funny because the video was old. Like I knew it wasn't even, it was a talk show host by the name of Donahue.
Oh, okay.
You gotta be old to know who Donahue is, okay?
Yes.
But goodness, it took me all the way back to my childhood, and a woman was talking to him about if we were to, as strongly melanated, complected people, were to procreate with the recessive gene of the lightly complexed melanated people, how they become more, how we procreate, we produce melanate, we melanate the skin.
Kind of like how the bees and stuff pollinate the flowers.
Yeah, we melanate the skin. You see what I'm saying? Although we might come out a little bit, a little bit lighter.
Still, you got
still melanin. It's not translucent anymore. It's got melanin to it.
Yeah.
It showed dominance because they showed the decline. And if you go around the world and you think about some of your countries where they look like where your geishas are, I don't like to really put out people's business, how they paint themselves white and this and that and the other. They don't want to procreate with people who are darkly complected because now you can't paint yourself white. So why did they shun us being the dominant? And if you go back into history and understand the people of the sun, as you go down the lineage and moved, and Pangea broke up.
Yeah.
And they moved, then you got the people of the moon. I call them the people of the moon. And the only reason why I call them people of the moon, because the moon is real white.
Basically, outside right now. I had somebody tell me, the moon is in the sky. And I was like, I've always known it. I've always
when did the moon not be in the sky?
I've always seen it been there. Like it, you just not noticed that. Like I just never known it was there. Like it's my first time seeing it. Like even as a kid, sis, I was like, why is the moon out there with the sun? Like I already thought everybody knew that.
Sometimes it's visible, sometimes it's not, but the moon never just goes away. That's like, yeah, we can't see the planets during the daytime because the sun is so dynamic, but they're still out there.
Yeah.
That's like when they say that Saturn is Aquarius's modern or true planet, and Uranus is the modern day planet. But Uranus was always out there. You just couldn't see it until somebody built a telescope so you could see it.
You know what?
And if you look at Aquarius, when they made the symbol for Aquarius, it symbolizes Uranus. Uranus was always there, so was Pluto and all the other ones. You just can't see them.
I thought everybody knew that about the moon. When you said it about Uranus, it took me back to this TLC. I think I was in like my early 20s. Took me back to this TLC. I used to watch these labor videos. This was before I became a mom. I get it. Okay, here we go. Memory lane. I'm watching this. This lady it was called I Didn't Know I Was Pregnant. That was TLC. I don't know if it's still on, but the lady was pregnant. She knew she had one baby, but when it was time to push, they was like, "Oh, actually, there's another baby in there." You know, that's what it was giving me when you was talking about Uranus, when somebody got the telescope. Oh shit, it's another baby in there. You know, and I was picking up all.
Now, there's some women who didn't know that they had one baby in there. That puzzled me.
I've seen that story. That puzzled me too. I learned on there that
puzzles me.
Get pregnant.
You weren't in tune with your body at all. Goodness. You was going through a lot in your life to not know you had something moving around inside of you.
And when I was pregnant with my daughter, I knew. Since I was in the middle of running. You know how you have them shooting stars come down? It was like something just said, shoo, and I'm in the middle of running. I said, what is that feeling? It was like a heavy but light feeling. And it was like in my abdomen area. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? Like, I'm just like, okay, well, let me keep running. I kept feeling like this difference. And it wasn't until after I had, went to my aunt's funeral and came back. And I was like, I found out I was pregnant. I think I had been maybe like 2-3 weeks long. And then I called my mom, and my grandma was like, well, your auntie said before she crossed that, she dreamt about fish. In my family, when you dream about fish, that means somebody. Okay.
That's in most families. I do believe in this.
Yeah. And it was my...
Nobody dreamed about fish with me. I'm so happy because when I found out I was pregnant, it was an aura reading. The lady was like, your aura is so beautiful. And I looked at that and I said, oh, snap. Of course it's beautiful. I said, of course it's beautiful. She had no clue. She was the one doing the reading. But as soon as I seen it, I knew. Like I said, it's a knowing. But we got to be in tune. We've got to, if we want change, people got to stop watching the news. Let the shenanigans happen. It's gonna happen. It's gotta play out. It's that world. That's the. When they talk about the shift, that's the shift. The curtain. People on the other side of the curtain is playing with the shenanigans. Watch that mess happen. Look at it like a comedy. Come back on your side of the screen and don't partake in that. Look out every now and again, but like somebody said, I watch the news to know what's going on in my area. I don't need to watch the news to know what's going on. You already know there's people that's doing things that, who cares? You see what I'm saying? We all know that we took our first breath to take our last breath, and when we take our last breath, that was our time. We had our beginning, middle, and end. Well, I don't need the news to tell me.
Yeah, you can go outside and just see it for yourself.
I don't really, like I told somebody, I don't see that type of life because that's not the type of life I live. But I do understand that there are people who live that life, and it is what it is. But if we want things to change, we got to stop talking about it, and we got to start being about it. And
talk and walk.
We could control things because it's more of us than it is of them. Now, don't get me wrong. It would be a battle, definitely, because the masses that are still on that side, I still believe it's more of them over there than it is of us over here, would listen to those over there. And so that means that it would pretty much be it could be a brutal situation. And I think that's what people don't want.
Okay, makes sense.
So I think that's why a lot of the stuff is still going on, and we haven't thrown the money in the streets and put the credit cards out there. We haven't stopped using Walmart or Target because most of them are still programmed to use it. I still use it. So I can't really shun those who do. But I aspire to pull away from utilizing what doesn't belong to me and me alone.
It'll happen gradually.
Yeah, it is. It's a gradual understanding. And if we all start getting into that mind state of it's time for me to learn to work for myself. Even if you want to utilize the books that are mostly used to control, it says that we were here to till the land. We're supposed to work for self, not work for somebody else. That means all day work, all day long. But think about it, it would keep a lot of us out of trouble. It'd be less adultery, it'd be less fornicating, because we're planting food, we're growing food, we're always out there dealing with something. You don't have time for anything else but making sure when you're with your family, you're enjoying the time that you have. I think we need to go back to that.
Ashe. That's all we have in this moment. Sisters said it all right there. Said it all. Each one teach one. Hey, walk the walk, talk the walk. However, do it all, family. Do it all. Know yourself. Know yourself. Know your own individualism. Hey, like the Avengers, each superhero knew what their greatest gift was. They were the subject matter expert of that power. And that's how they was able to kick ass and take names. Okay, everybody knew how to play their part. But that's all we have in this moment, family. We greatly appreciate you guys. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more conscious talk. And until then, family, find your light and fix your crown, family. Peace.
We were disco dancing.